Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I have made a series of videos on geography for general studies for an UPSC preparation. Today's video is on angles and lines relating to places or locations on earth globe. So do subscribe to my channel. Let's start the video. Polar diameter of earth's surface is 12,714 kilometers and equatorial diameter of earth's surface 12,756 kilometers. So the difference between polar diameter and equatorial diameter is about 0.3%. Though my earth is not perfect sphere, but do appreciate earth is a better sphere than most of the spheres, has error more than 0.3%. So though my earth is not perfect sphere, but still better than other spheres that we seen in childhood. Earth is a better sphere than these balls. Why I am emphasis on this point? Because for all upcoming lectures, I am considering that Earth is a perfect sphere. For most practical purposes, Earth may be properly considered as a sphere. Earth is more nearly perfect sphere than most of the spheres which we come into frequent contact, such as football, basketball, volleyball, tennis ball, etc. Now let's see the angles and lines relating to the places or locations on earth globe. Most of you remember from school days or otherwise that there is a concept of line called meridian or the time zone, standard time, etc. All these kind of things that you done in school or otherwise, decided for humanity in a conference which was held in year 1884 in a city of Washington DC, and the scholars and politicians, leaders of some important countries of that time participated in this conference, and this conference has been called International Meridian Conference. Most of the concept that we are using, latitude, longitude, and all related things that were decided by the scholars in this conference. I am not saying that the concept of time, that the standard time, local time, and meridian, etc., they were not been decided, they were not been used before 1884. They were all being used, but in 1884 we happen a global system. Before 1884, different communities of the world, they are using their own regional systems. I hope you are getting my point, because world was not integrated at that time. So earlier times the peoples or the sailors of the world ocean, they were using all these concepts, but there is a no use of it at the global level. So in 1884, humanity come together and there they decided the things that we were using today now. I am going to teach you on the globe. When you need to look at places, we need two angles. One is latitude and another is longitude. Now see, whenever you looking something, you need reference. So the scholars who are sitting in the conference to give us a concept called longitude and latitude for the whole world. We had two reference lines, one for longitude and another for the latitude. Now you will appreciate that for the scholars of this conference, that they found it is good that earth is not perfect sphere, because if earth would be a perfect sphere, then choosing a reference lines would be more difficult job. Why do I say? See here, roughly speaking, what is latitude? Latitude is angular distance of a place, north or south, from reference line. So the scholars in this meeting has to choose reference line for designating north or south distance. Now the point which I am trying to telling you is there, since earth is bulge out at the middle, so the middle portion become a natural choice for the reference line for the concept of latitude. It means scholars of this conference had no reasons to debate because there is only one choice. So, my summation is that flattening at the poles and bulging at the equator give us a ease in locating places of the globe. But remember, one problem was remaining, that was the concept of longitude. Now, what is longitude? Longitude is angular distance of a place, east or west, from a reference line. Now, this second reference line become a problem. Let's see why. A line joining from North Pole to South Pole is called meridian. So, I draw thousands of meridian on my globe. So for this reason, scholars of this conference happen to have debate for many days because each country representative wanted the reference line should pass through our area of the world. So finally, after a hot debate, the line has been chosen to be a line which passes through a place called Greenwich. Greenwich is a small station which is little east of London. Line joining North Pole to South Pole, passing through Greenwich, was taken as a reference meridian for east and west angular distance of a place. So, next question in your mind would be why we finally chooses this line where other lines for a place were equally good. So this selection had three reasons. Let me give you briefly three reasons. The first unsaid reason is that in this conference English representative were also sitting. You know, English Empire has the largest dominance in the past, so the size of these English representatives was perhaps more valuable than rest of the representatives present in that particular conference. And second reason is that the place were called Greenwich. There is a royal observatory, and this royal observatory had always in use earlier, also as a reference point for the sailors in that region. So English representative are argued, since this place is already had been used as a reference point, why don't we make it a reference for whole world also? Third reason is that Greenwich is in UK, United Kingdom. When we travel from Greenwich to India, can I say eastward journey? And if I travel from Greenwich to North America, can I say it is a westward journey? Now, traveling from Greenwich towards the opposite arc of Greenwich, can I call it as 180 degree east or west?